Beginning. The invisible man. There are people who walk through life like giants, loud, confident, radiant. And then there are people like me. My name is Calen Ward, 29 years old, professional nobody. Not the smartest person in the room. Not the funniest. Not the luckiest.
Just someone.
At work, I was the guy who fetched coffee. In my old friend group, I was the one everyone forgot to invite until someone said, "Oh, right, Calen. Should we call him too?" And in relationships? Well, it's hard to lose something when you never had it. My life was average to the point of invisibility. But then she appeared, and everything changed. The night it began. It happened on a Wednesday, a nothing day, a day that felt like every other day of my unchosen life. I was walking home through a quiet industrial street, hands shoved into my hoodie pockets, listening to a podcast I wasn't really paying attention to. Street lamps flickered above me. A stray cat crossed my path. A delivery drone buzzed overhead. Normal. Predictable. Boring. Then the air changed. A vibration thrummed against my skin. Not sound, not sight, but something deeper. It felt like the entire street inhaled. A flash of blue tore through the sky like lightning folding into itself. I stumbled backward as the air in front of me ripped open. Not cracked, not split. Ripped, like invisible claws tearing a hole in reality. And from that shimmering rift stepped a woman. Not human.
Tall.
Luminous. Her skin glowed like polished opal. Her eyes burned with gold light. Her hair, silver and weightless, floated around her head like living starlight. Her outfit was made of threads of glowing geometry, shifting between armor and flowing fabric with every movement. She landed softly, one knee touching the ground as the rift sealed behind her. And then she looked directly at me. I froze, swallowed, cleared my throat.
She spoke.
Her voice was both gentle and commanding, like a melody forged from metal and breath. Calen Ward, I finally found you. My heart slammed against my ribs. Hold on, I stammered. How do you know my name? She rose to her full height, her expression unreadable, but somehow intense. I have searched 7 sectors for your resonance signature, she said. I am Elyndra of the Etherean Preiterate, Guardian class. Right, I said weakly. And I'm Calen, of the War Department. Her lips twitched, almost a smile. The man no one chose. A gust of hot air blew past us as the rift's last sparks died out. Elyndra studied me the way a scientist examines a strange specimen, fascinated, focused, borderline confused. You're smaller than I expected, she said. Thanks, I muttered. And softer. I blinked. Excuse me? She stepped closer. Far too close, lifting a hand toward my chest. The glowing patterns along her arm pulsed softly, as if analyzing me. I took a step back. Okay, personal space. She hesitated, lowering her hand. My apologies, she said. I forget humans need distance to feel secure.
Yeah.
Kinda. She nodded thoughtfully, as if recording the information in some cosmic notebook. Then she said something that made my lungs turn to stone. I chose you, Calen Ward. I choked. Chosen?
Me?
For what? Free embarrassment. She tilted her head. Your self-deprecation is excessive. It's accurate. Her expression softened in a way I didn't expect. Almost sympathetic. Calen, she said gently, your life was not empty by accident. Thanks for the reminder. No, she said, stepping forward again. Not because you lacked worth, but because the universe veiled you. I blinked. Veiled me? Why? She looked away, gathering her thoughts. Then she answered in a hushed voice. Because you were meant for something else. Middle. The reason she came, we moved into a nearby abandoned warehouse when she insisted we needed privacy. Inside, the air shimmered as she tapped her wrist. A hexagonal barrier formed along the warehouse walls, humming with faint energy. Now we are unseen, she said. I crossed my arms. Okay, Elyndra. Start talking. Why me? Why are you here? She studied me for several seconds before speaking. There exists a phenomenon your species does not yet understand, she began. A universal echo. A resonance at the edge of possibility. Sounds like sci-fi talk, I muttered. It is the closest translation your language allows. She continued. Most sentient beings exist with predictable resonance patterns, thoughts, emotions, lifelines. But rarely, once in a generation, someone is born whose resonance is anomalous. And that's me? She nodded. Your mind broadcasts beyond your world. Not because you choose to, but because you feel so deeply, so constantly, that your frequency leaks into the cosmic ether. My jaw dropped. You are one of the echoed, she said. A human whose existence reverberates across dimensions. I blinked.
Twice. Slowly.
So, I'm emotionally loud? Her lips twitched again, in a manner of speaking. And that's why no one picks me? Why I go unnoticed? Her expression turned serious.
Yes.
The universe hides echoed individuals until their moment arrives. If too many forces become aware of you too early, they will fight to control or eliminate you. I swallowed. So you're here to protect me? Partly. Partly. I echoed. She stepped closer, eyes glowing softly. Partly, she repeated, because I am the one who heard your echo first. The echo, she felt Elyndra moved closer, close enough that her glow warmed my skin. Your echo reached my sector 3 cycles ago, she said. I felt your loneliness, your longing to matter, your quiet suffering, your buried hope. Heat rushed to my face. You heard that? She nodded slowly. It was the clearest resonance I have ever encountered.
Pure.
Undamned. It was not a cry for help. It was the silent ache of a man who wanted to be chosen, just once. My throat tightened. How did that call bring you here? She exhaled. It didn't just reach me. It filled me. For the first time in centuries, I felt something outside my duty. Connection. Curiosity. Compassion. A pause. And when your echo intensified last cycle, I could no longer ignore it. She looked directly into my eyes. I came because you needed someone, and because I chose you. The words hit harder than they should have. For the first time in my life, someone, human or otherwise, chose me before I had to ask. But my thoughts were interrupted by a sudden vibration in the air. Elyndra stiffened. They found us. The arrival of the hunters, the warehouse door slammed open as 3 massive figures entered, armored beings almost twice my height, faces hidden beneath insect-like helmets. Their armor pulsed with red energy. Elyndra stepped in front of me instantly. Hunters, she hissed. A rival faction. They track echoed signatures to weaponize them. The tallest stepped forward, voice metallic and cold. Stand down, Etherian Guardian. The echoed belongs to us. I stammered. Belongs, excuse me? Another hunter raised a weapon shaped like a spear made of crackling plasma. Elyndra extended her hand. A shield of shimmering blue light formed around us, humming like a living force field. Calen, she said urgently, stay behind me. No argument here. The hunters opened fire. Beams of red energy pounded against her shield. Each strike made her flinch slightly, but she held strong. She threw her arm out. A burst of radiant kinetic force blasted one hunter backward, slamming them into the far wall. Another lunged with its spear. Elyndra moved like liquid lightning, dodging, blocking, striking with elegant precision. Blue sparks flared with each clash. But there were too many. One hunter swung a gauntlet, smashing into her side. She staggered, coughing as the barrier flickered. "Elyndra!" I shouted. She looked back, pained but determined. "Run!" Before she finished, one of the hunters grabbed me by the shirt and lifted me effortlessly. I shouted.
"Kicked."
"Nothing." The hunter raised a blade. Elyndra screamed. "No!" Her body erupted with blinding energy. A shockwave burst from her chest, white, blue, gold, sending all 3 hunters flying like ragdolls. The walls cracked. The floor ruptured. When the light faded, the hunters lay motionless. Elyndra collapsed to one knee, breathing hard. "Are you okay?" I asked shakily. She forced a nod. "I will recover, but more will come." She looked at me with fear, real fear, etched in her glowing eyes. "I must take you away from this world." "The choice, what do you mean, take me away?" I asked. "Your echo is too powerful now," she said. "The hunters will track you. They will send fleets. They will not stop. So, what's the alternative?" Her voice softened. "You come with me. To my world. To safety." My heart hammered. "Leave Earth? Leave everything? But I'm nobody." She shook her head firmly. "No, Calen. You are echoed. You are rare. You are important." And her voice cracked. "I do not want to lose you." The words hung between us. Nobody had ever said something like that to me. I stepped closer. "And if I go with you?" I asked quietly. "You will live," she said. "You will be protected. You will finally matter." And she hesitated. "You will be with me." For the first time since she arrived, I saw her vulnerability, her fear of losing the one person whose echo resonated with her own. I thought of my life, the loneliness, the invisibility, the ache of never being chosen. And now here she was glowing, brilliant, otherworldly, and she chose me. I inhaled. "I trust you," I said. Elyndra's eyes widened. Surprise, relief, something else. "Calen, are you certain?" "Yes." Her shoulders trembled. "Then take my hand." I reached out. Our hands touched. A surge of warmth traveled up my arm, like stepping into sunlight after years of cold. The ending. The man finally chosen Elyndra activated a device on her wrist. A portal unfolded, swirling like a storm of stars. Colors I couldn't name danced along its edges. "Once we cross," she said softly, "your life will never be the same." "I know," I whispered. She squeezed my hand gently. "Calen Ward," she said, "you were never meant to be overlooked. You were waiting, and I was searching." The portal brightened. "You are no longer the man no one chose." I swallowed hard. "And what am I now?" I asked. Elyndra smiled, warm, radiant, real. "Mine." She pulled me into the light. A rush of warmth enveloped me, like falling upward into the heart of a star. My ears filled with a sound like distant singing, thousands of voices welcoming me into something vast, ancient, beautiful. As we crossed, I looked at her. Elyndra, my protector, my guide, the first person who ever saw me. Her fingers intertwined with mine. "You are echoed," she whispered, "and you are chosen." And for the first time in my life, I believed it.